Whether you're sketching a diagram of a park improvement before emailing a proposal to council in the hope of improving safety in the area, or in conversation about what clothes to wear and the best way to communicate ahead of booking transport to a party later that night, the latest generation of smartphones offer a range of exciting options. In this video, we are bringing you 5 highly practical and innovative smartphones which will not only create a connection but flip the cards. But before that, if you are a gadget lover and want to stay up to date, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is a powerful smartphone featuring a 6.8-inch screen, a titanium frame, Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy processor, and a House stylus. The LTPO Dynamic AMOLED 2-time display utilizes a variable refresh rate of 120Hz, has a resolution of 3120 by 1440 pixels, and a peak brightness of 2600 nits. For connectivity, the S25 Ultra supports 5G, sub-6 GHz C-band and mmWave, Wi-Fi 7 NFC, and Bluetooth 5.3. It can use one physical SIM card and one eSIM. There is a 200-megapixel f/1.7 main camera with optical image stabilization and an 85-degree field of view, a 50-megapixel f/3.4 telephoto camera with OIS 5x optical zoom and a 22-degree field of view, and a 10-megapixel f/2.4 telephoto camera with OIS 3x optical zoom and a 36-degree field of view. The phone has an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor under the display glass, which is the phone's most secure biometric authentication method. Face Unlock is also available, with cross-app actions for actioning compound productivity requests with minimal input, circle to search supporting both images and audio, and gallery search for searching through photos. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra makes for an exceptional smartphone. The Apple iPhone 16 Pro measures 5.89 by 2.81 by 0.32 inches and weighs 7.3 ounces. It has an A18 Pro chip, which Apple says has a 6-core CPU, a 6-core GPU, and a 16-core NPU. There is sub-6 GHz C-band and mmWave 5G connectivity and support for dual SIMs, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.3, as well as dual-band GPS, NFC, and Threads. The 6.3-inch screen utilizes OLED technology and has a 2622 by 1206 pixel resolution at 460 ppi and produces 1000 nits of typical brightness, 1600 nits for HDR, and 2000 nits at peak. There is a 3582 mAh battery that can play local video files for up to 27 hours, stream online video files for up to 22 hours, and play audio for up to 85 hours. MagSafe wireless charging is supported at a speed of 25 watts with a 30-watt adapter. It can also charge at 15 watts on Key 2 charging pads. The phone's main camera has a 48-megapixel main sensor with an aperture of over 1.78 and optical image stabilization. There is also an ultra-wide camera, telephoto camera, and true-depth selfie camera. With a dedicated camera control button, impressive battery life, and powerful processor, the Apple iPhone 16 Pro makes for an outstanding smartphone. The ONEPLUS Open is a capable, well-built folding smartphone featuring a 7.82-inch internal display and impressive multitasking. Apps can be run on the internal display side by side by swiping at the edges of the screen. It is also possible to have apps in smaller pop-up windows on top of larger apps. The external display is an LTPO Super Fluid AMOLED screen, measuring 631 inches across the diagonal with 2484 by 1116 pixels in a 20 by 9 aspect ratio for a density of 431 ppi. This is also capable of displaying multiple apps at once, supports multiple home screens, as well as the use of widgets. There are 3 cameras, a 48-megapixel main camera with electronic and optical image stabilization, a 64 megapixel telephoto camera, and a 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera. For connectivity, one physical SIM and one eSIM is utilized together, with Bluetooth 5.3, NFC for tap-and-go mobile payments, as well as dual-band GPS. Wi-Fi 7 is supported. A fingerprint scanner on the power button and face unlock provide secure and convenient authentication. With a durable, well-engineered folding hinge, elegant, capable, multitasking, and dedicated Hasselblad camera software, the ONEPLUS Open makes not only for an intelligent, productive alternative, but a fun and engaging experience. The Google Pixel 9 is an affordable smartphone supported by Gemini, Google's artificial intelligence assistant. Users can add themselves to group photos using Add Me in the camera, create a digital portfolio of screen grabs, and while away the hours chatting to Gemini with the new conversational Gemini Live feature. The phone screen is a 6.3-inch OLED display with a resolution of 2424 by 1080 pixels at a density of 422 ppi and a refresh rate that ranges from 60 Hz to 120 Hz. It reaches 1800 nits for HDR content and 2700 nits at its peak. The 4700 mAh battery supports wired charging at 27 watts, wireless charging at 15 watts and up to 12 watts using a standard QI charger. Reverse wireless charging is supported. There are two rear cameras, a 50 megapixel main at f/1.68 with an 82-degree field of view and optical image stabilization, as well as a 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera at f/1.7 with a 123-degree field of view. The Magic Editor's auto frame feature takes an image and reframes it to create a better composition, while Reimagine lets users enter a prompt to change the original image. The Google Pixel 9 makes for a well-presented and entertaining smartphone. The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 is an extremely well-made folding smartphone. The frame is built from enhanced arm aluminum and the hinge operates smoothly with enough resistance to avoid opening accidentally. There is a fingerprint sensor on the power button as well as face unlock. The front screen has a resolution of 720 by 748 pixels, a 60 Hz refresh rate, and a peak brightness of 1600 nits. The 6.7-inch inner panel has a resolution of 2640 by 1080 pixels, an adaptive refresh rate of 1 Hz to 120 Hz, and a maximum 2600 nits. The outer screen can display widgets, facilitate quick replies, and display specific apps. The internal screen has the ability to run 3 apps on screen at once as well as provide access to Samsung's impressive artificial intelligence. The main camera utilizes a 50 megapixel f/1.8 main sensor with dual pixel autofocus and optical image stabilization. There is also a 12 megapixel f/2.2 ultra-wide camera and a 10 megapixel f/2.2 selfie camera. For connectivity, the phone supports 5G, sub-6 GHz, including C-band and mmWave, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, and NFC. There is a nano SIM tray as well as support for an eSIM. The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 provides an invitation to connectivity. So guys, if you are looking for a smartphone, we hope these recommendations have brought you closer to that ideal device. Links to all products can be found in the description. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and thank you so much for watching.